Remember that fix we made to the front of our UD60 a few months back? Well, it really wasn't much of a fix. Of course, this is something that more than a few of you with your eagle eyes noticed right away and were all too eager to tell me about. And for those of you who missed it, it was that the weld we had made already had a crack in it. But to be fair, the guys at Disciple noticed it as well before we left the shop. And between it and the fact that our axle was visibly bent, Cindy and I decided to just bite the bullet and do things right. And that's why we're here, again, at Disciple Off-Road in beautiful Hanford, California, and this time to replace our broken UD60 with a brand new one. I mean, it's the only way to have real peace of mind. So that was the easy part. The old axle's off our Jeep, and now it's time to start working on our brand new UD60, getting new brackets welded on and getting it installed. Fortunately or unfortunately, we don't have tabs made for our power steering, or RAM assist that is, so Chad was nice enough to make a few new ones on his plasma cutter last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and this is what we're going to be doing now. He's going to be drilling a hole in here to get it set up.
Bracket, so we basically prep the steel for when we weld it, get all the kind of dirty surfaces off, make sure we get a nice clean weld on it. So
you guys actually care about clean weld?
We do, actually. For me, it's a work of art, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's got to look good too, but be strong and functional. So yeah, we'll start mocking these up right now. We'll get these mocked up or mounted up on the shock, kind of get them oriented. We'll tack weld them, and then we'll pull them off and do a full burn on the table. So
sounds good.
Yes, sir. So as cinch these down, it will basically key or orientate how we want them. And then we'll basically tack weld it when they're set in place, and then pull them out and then do a full weld on it. So this basically sets up the bracket for us and how it needs to be set up.
like a stack of dimes. Always nice having a guy who knows what he's doing. Okay, so Jeremy's explained to me what we're going to be doing now. So we have basically a bare axle, and in order to get it on properly with our suspension system, what do we need to be doing here?
So we're gonna do this like a normal setup. Obviously, this was already installed on the Jeep before, but we're gonna treat this as a brand new setup to make sure everything's cycling properly and set correctly. So we're gonna connect all the control arms. So what makes it a little easy that the control arm's already set for the proper caster where it needs to be. So that's already kind of done for us. So that step's already taken care of. So with the control arms mounted, we'll then lower the Jeep a little bit. We're gonna mount the new brackets up to the shocks while it's underneath the axle. So what we're gonna do is then we're gonna cycle the suspension. And what that's gonna do is when these are fully stuffed, it's gonna orientate that bracket correctly on the axle where it needs to be. That way we can make sure we're getting the full travel of our shocks at full stuff. So once that's kind of set, we can tack that on there, and then basically remove this and then do a full weld on the axle itself.
So we'll be able to figure out where full bump is going to be.
Correct. And then while it's up, we're going to also then orientate how much we want cut off of this bracket, the rest of it, and then we're going to set the rest of the bump stop pad. So we can make sure everything's lined up correctly and make sure we get the full stuff and travel of everything. So
perfect.
That way, if we do need to raise the bump stop pad a little bit to get full bump here, we can do that as well. So,
awesome.
Yeah, just a little fine tuning and the little details, make sure everything's working properly.
Sure.
So
perfect.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Looks like it's coming together real nice. Jeremy was just telling me that in addition to things being really tight, we can also weld on the brackets onto the control arm mounts as well, just to give it a little extra strength. All right, we're on the home stretch now. Chad's working on the last piece that we really need, which are the brackets for the PSE, the RAM assist system. He's gonna go ahead and burn them on now, take everything else apart, paint everything, make it look all nice and pretty. Everything's already been cycled. We're just about done. So now we're super excited. It looks great, like it's new. Right there. Awesome, my friend. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys are very welcome. No, thank you for bringing it down.
Obviously, it took a little bit more than just a weld to fix our axle. Between the crack and the bend, replacing it was really the only solution. And thank goodness, Jeremy here at Disciple Off-Road, along with Chad, who is the most amazing welder, was able to help us out. And I think we are good to go again. Thank you, Chad. I really appreciate it as well.
Likewise.
Any of you guys here in Central California or even willing to make the drive out here, I highly recommend these guys work on your Jeep. It's who we trust, and I would say you could trust as well. Thanks, guys.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Now we can play again.